Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 2023 Amsterdam Science and Innovation Awards. This entire afternoon is devoted to brilliant research, great applications, innovations that can truly impact our society positively. I'm Simon Douw. Welcome to all of you. I lead Downside Up, a training agency for researchers, and I'm very honored to be your host again. For whom is this your first AMSIA? Well, quite a few. More than welcome. The event consists of two major parts. The first one is obviously the actual Amsterdam Science and Innovation Awards, where we will see 9 pitchers who've been training incredibly over the past couple of months, who will pitch their idea, their prototype, their innovation, their research for the beloved jury. An applause, please, for our jury, who we will obviously introduce shortly. And after these pitches, the jury will leave the room to deliberate, to find the winners in 3 different categories: society, health, and environment and climate. And while the jury deliberates in an hour or so, we will actually pay attention to very distinguished researchers, because we will hand out the Amsterdam Impact Award, where the Amsterdam Science and Innovation Award is a competition that stimulates new impact. The Impact Award actually are awards for distinguished researchers who have made an incredible impact on society, and it's time that we honor them also in these 3 categories. So we hope you're looking forward to that as well. And after that, obviously, we hope you have chosen 3 winners, 1 for each category. As there are quite a few people new, you have hardly ever seen an event that is this much of a roller coaster. It's a really 30, 60-second bam, 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 pitch, feedback, questions. So it's quite a roller coaster. But mind you, this event itself can also very directly impact new research and innovations. And we'll show you through a short conversation, he's already there, for one of the winners of the previous AMSIA. And we'll show the video clip of the previous AMSIA of his research, and then we'll check how he's doing now. Start the video, please.
Patiënten opgenomen in het ziekenhuis worden bewaakt door het controleren van de vitale parameters, zoals de hartslag, de bloeddruk, maar ook de continue urineproductie, de diurese. In de huidige handmatige methode betekent het registreren van de diurese veel handelingen voor de druk bezette verpleegkundigen. Onze oplossing Flowsure automatiseert dit proces door de urineproductie te wegen, te registreren en te presenteren op een scherm, zodat altijd direct duidelijk is hoeveel de patiënt heeft geplast. In tegenstelling tot de huidige systemen is Flowsure herbruikbaar en daardoor duurzaam en goedkoop in gebruik. Als Flowsure de Amsterdam Science Innovation Award wint, zullen wij het prijzengeld gebruiken om een verbeterde versie te maken en een proef met ons apparaat in de praktijk te doen. Ons doel is dat Flowsure onder elk ziekenhuisbed komt te hangen om zo verpleegkundigen te kunnen ontlasten en de patiëntveiligheid te verbeteren.
Please welcome Tom Brouwer. Welcome, Tom. I'm hoping that this is actually it, right? That would be great.
Yes, the video, I promised to build a new prototype, and I'm happy to show you that we actually did. And we're going to start our clinical tests hopefully early next year. So,
cool, thanks. I was hoping for a short applause here. Great. What do you remember, Tom, of the edition of AMSIA that you've actually won that afternoon? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, the event and winning the award resulted in a lot of positive energy for the project. It really, as I said to the organization, kickstarted our project. There was some initial hesitancy within the institution whether we should actually pursue this, whether this was worthwhile. That hesitancy evaporated with winning the award. And the press release afterwards resulted in an interview with BNR Nieuwsradio. And at BNR, I had an interview, and afterwards, a Dutch company came to us who said, once you've developed this, we'll take it to market and license this device from the hospital, so we can bring it to other hospitals as well. And finally, after winning the award, we've applied for several other innovation subsidies and awards, and thus far have managed to get over 300,000 euros in funding, and I have now 2 people for the project, full-time working to get this to the point where we can actually use it in clinical care.
Cool.
So a lot has happened in 2 years.
Yeah, thank you, great. Great, so I would say that this is a very true and genuine example, right, of what kind of push the award can do to a project. Now you are a jury member, right?
Yes.
So now you're one of the people, together with your fellow jury members, who can actually think of, okay, what kind of pitch would be great and could really advance with an award like this? And is there anything in particular that you will pay attention to in these pitches?
Yeah, so there are a lot of great ideas today that will be presented that we've reviewed as a jury already, but I'm looking forward to the pitches, and one of the things that I'll pay particularly interest to is sort of the proof of concept that has really helped our project to build a proof of concept device to actually convince other people to really pursue this project. So I'll be really looking into where is the proof of principle in these projects that convinces you that this is the right path forward.
Thank you. An applause for Tom, please. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And let's now welcome to the stage a Dutch internet pioneer, a serial tech entrepreneur, an investor, board member of the SER, of Open State Foundation, of the Cultural Participation Fund of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, the Dutch Review of Books Foundation, the Joint Master Entrepreneurship of the VU Amsterdam, I'm almost there, Ruben, founder of Academic Business Incubator Intelligence, co-founder of Dutch New Narrative Lab Foundation, president of the Dutch chapter of Internet Society, but obviously his most interesting and impactful position, chairman of the 2023 Amsterdam Science and Innovation Award. Please welcome Ruben Brave.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Yeah, and the Amsterdam Science and Innovation Award is a very special award for me. I'm born and raised in the Netherlands, and yeah, as a man of color, of course, I have a complex relationship with science. As science often has also been used to oppress people of color, also women, of course. So it is for me a very special honor to be chairman, actually, of the jury board of this special edition. I would now like to introduce the other board members of the Amsterdam Science Innovation Award, and as they all have also very impressive resumes, I have written something down. So let's start with Erika de Greef. She's a dynamic leader in the high-tech family business world and is comfortable navigating many boardrooms, as she's an expert on the complexities of agro-food tech. And yes, Erika is a true globetrotter, has worked in several countries, and she has studied at the Delft University of Technology with a focus on strategic product design and design for sustainability. And it's also said that Erika can find innovative solutions in her sleep. Erika, that's the first one. And we have the, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Second in line, we have Ilse Saal. She's a legal expert and academic who seamlessly transitioned from the halls of the University of Amsterdam to the corridors of politics in North Holland. And as a deputy, Ilse has championed sustainable innovation for startups and scale-ups, making her an invaluable asset to our jury. And recently, she also switched in her career to become a labor law lawyer. So, Ilse Saal, thank you. Third in line is Marie-Louise Blankenstein. She's an associate professor at the Department of Physics and Astronomy, and she embodies the spirit of entrepreneurial science. And she is not only shaping the future of research, but also molding the minds of tomorrow with a unique evidence-informed didactical approach. Thank you. for Marie-Louise. Yes, yeah. And of course, now everything is about AI, and the world of AI and medical imaging is represented by Ivana Ichsum. She's a distinguished professor at the University of Amsterdam, leading the quantitative healthcare analysis group. Ivana's work is at the intersection of medicine and science and is nothing short of groundbreaking. Thank you for Ivana. And you can see it was ladies first, now the gentlemen come. Wouter Keij, he brings a wealth of experience as fund manager of the Innovation Fund Noord-Holland, a very important fund in this area. His expertise and early stage financing of startups and small and medium-sized enterprises is instrumental, especially during challenging times like the pandemic. Thank you for your efforts, Wouter. Thank you. And last but not least, and you've met him before, is Tom Brouwer. He's a cardiologist in training and clinical this is a very difficult one. He joins us as an AMSIA alumnus. Sorry, Tom. And he brings first-hand experience of the healthcare sector challenges and the spirit of innovation. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. So together with this team, with tongue-breaking expertise, the team embodies a diverse range of expertise and passion, making them the perfect panel to judge the innovations that will shape our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. And we should now be able to check in with our finalists in the green room. I was now hoping that something happens.
Simon.
There it is.
Simon, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you perfectly.
Good. So I'm here with the candidates, and of course they're anxious. So can you tell me, what's your name and what category are you pitching?
Olivier Lugier, and I'm going to pitch in sustainability and climate.
So, and how did you prepare?
Preparing the presentation and then rehearsing my pitch. I'll have to fit it in 2 minutes. That was the difficulty.
And you?
Hi, I'm Daphne Nyago, and I will also be pitching in sustainability and climate. Yeah.
And what are the feelings?
Excitement, bit of nerve-wracking, but really just happy to be here.
Is there anyone in the audience that you brought?
My mom.
Applause for her mom.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Simon, back to you, Simon.
Thank you. Thank you. To remove a little bit of mystery, they're literally 3 meters away from us. I can wave to them, but good luck. Yeah, hi. Well, let's start. As you just heard Olivier say, they have 2 minutes, and we'll hold them strictly to it. And the jury has 2 minutes to ask them questions afterwards. We'll start in the category of health. 3 pictures will be presented to you. Please give your warmest applause to the first pitcher in this category, Job Kalis.
Dank je. Thank you. How great would it be to have a smart monitor that can help save children's lives? My name is Job Kalis, I'm a pediatrician, and Mark Hogendoorn, professor in AI, are bringing to you the Impala monitor on behalf of the Impala Consortium. Still, too many children are dying, especially in low and middle-income countries and especially in Africa. 90% of hospital admissions occur in these countries, whilst they rely only on 10% of the healthcare resources in the world. As a consequence, 50% of these children are dying, and the major cause is because we detect deterioration too late to save them. You can imagine, if you work in a world like this, that these nurses cannot look after all the patients all the time. Currently, monitors help to detect a problem when it's already there, which is often too late in the setting of Africa. I noticed when I was working there. What we want to save children is a monitor that can predict the future and allow early treatments. The Impala Consortium has redesigned the monitor for Africa. It is the first monitor, and over the past 4 years, we have developed 2 different prototypes, registered them, evaluated them, and we're very proud that in January 24, the first African monitor with integrated predictive algorithm will be launched. We are sure that we're going to make impact. Firstly, because already our algorithm has been able to predict deterioration 8 hours before it actually occurred. And secondly, because our Impala 2 monitor already reduced mortality by 60% in the hospital wards in Africa. This could allow us to save 1 million or even over 1 million life years, children per year. Please help us realize our dream.
Thank you. And please also welcome your teammate, right? Mark Hogendoorn. And the word is to the jury.
Ivana?
Yes, thank you for your pitch. I would like to ask you about the trustworthiness of your system. So it is common that underrepresented population is also underrepresented in training of AI systems. And that leads to biases, potentially biases in use. How do you plan to address this issue, or have you already?
Yeah, I'll take that question. So the Impala 2 monitor that already reduced mortality by 60% actually had two components. One component was the monitor itself, which has been redesigned for the African context with African nurses. The second thing we did implementation training. We made a whole implementation program, and that combination actually made sure that we made that impact.
Great. My compliments to the team. My question relates to, you've mentioned in your pitch that there are other, with the existing monitors lack compatibility for the low resource setting. What exactly are those compatibility issues, and how do you address them with the Impala?
Yeah, there are more to answer that in a minute. So we redesigned the software. It's touchscreen. It feels a little bit like your phone. So that's the first component. There is a larger battery in there. They're very robust, as you can see. They make use of an extra sensor, which does not need to be attached to the patients. And I can go on for quite a bit. And of course, the AI component is also really, really smart thing. As you can see on this screen, it also gives you an overview of all the patients in the ward, and that can help to monitor all these patients in such a busy ward, as you have seen.
And if you're now wondering, 2 minutes is quite short, you're correct. Thank you to Job and Mark. And thank you for your questions. Because it's time for the second picture in the same category, please welcome to the stage Madeleine Rurian.
Thank you. Hello, Amzia. Today we dream and we imagine a world where disability is simply an aspect of diversity. 40 million people live currently with hand spasticity. It's a disabling syndrome that makes simple tasks difficult, so it lowers independence, participation in life, and costs us billions every year. If you're lucky, people cope with it with using something like this on the screen, which gets the hand in a functional position, but still it's quite difficult to put on independently, so people still need support every day, because it's a lifelong condition without a treatment. MedGlove gives people the tools to function independently every day, anywhere. We've emphasized self-administration, customizability, sensory feedback, and accessibility in our design. We're testing our current model with stroke survivors in their home, and the reactions we're getting are great. People saying it makes their life easier, or that they're back doing something that they love, like playing guitar. We have the right support around us, a patent pending, and clinical partners lined up to be testers and users. This accelerated outreach will help us break even after 2 years of being on the market and after making more than 2,000 people be more independent. We've come a long way and raised 300,000 euros in our pre-seed round, and now we're looking to raise another 100,000 to close our round and reach and go on market in 2025. Who knows, maybe our missing link is here in the audience today. I am Madeleine Rurian, the co-founder and CEO of MedGlove, and this is my amazing team. We know the user, we understand the problem, and we know how to fix it. Because our dream is more than just selling a rehabilitation tool. It's a revolution in the way we approach disability, enabling people to enjoy their life. Thank you.
Yes. Congratulations. My first question relates to the diverse causes of hand spasticity, ranging from cerebral palsy to stroke, and the different ways this hand spasticity can present, with flexor spasticity or extensor spasticity. How do you address these diverse presentations of hand spasticity with one glove?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. So while we're now focusing on the stroke population, because that's the largest population, it amounts to about 90% of our target group. We're also designing aspects into our glove that make it adaptable to different patient profiles. And indeed, when you talk about cerebral palsy, you also have the aspects that have to do with the way the children grow and develop. But the way we're doing it is that the therapist can adapt it to their clients and their patients in order to adapt it to these differences.
Yeah, congratulations again with your company, with your finding. I was wondering, your business case sort of depends on reimbursement schemes of health insurers. Did you already have a look at that, and what were your findings?
Yes, indeed. It partly does. Not completely, because we're focused on rapid market access. We want to get the glove to users as fast as possible. So we aim to sell it as an assistive tool through rehabilitation centers. And then already grabbing that quality assurance data and creating our validation study in order to get it reimbursed. And indeed, in the Netherlands, there's quite a good landscape, but it's not the most favorable. So also, while launching here, we're already getting ready for the heterogeneity of Europe. The profit margin expands from 80% to 250%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madalena. Please welcome our third pitcher, the final one in this category. She's already there, Zeliha Guler.
Hello everyone, I'm a tissue engineer in Amsterdam UMC Gynecology Department, and I'm leading the preclinical studies for pelvic organ prolapse. Prolapse is the descent of pelvic organs into the vagina, and the risk for prolapse can go up to 60% for women who have given birth and over 50. In the first attempt to treat prolapse, patients' own tissue is used. However, these patients are elderly and they are postmenopausal. Therefore, 1 out of 3 women would need reoperation due to the low tissue regeneration. So in the second attempt, implant surgery is offered to the patients, but they may cause clinical complications in the long term, and the main reason for that, the implant is non-degradable. So what should we say to these patients? These are the only options and we cannot do any better. We didn't want to accept that, and we create our groundbreaking degradable electrospan implant, which is, unlike traditional permanent implants, ours hold the promise to eliminate adverse events, and that's not all. Beyond giving mechanical support, it can also, it's designed to deliver estradiol at the surgical site after prolapse treatment, which is the key element for improved tissue regeneration. We already have proof of concept through in vitro studies, and after vaginal implantation in sheep, we showed that our implant works better than permanent implants. It is safe and effective. Behind this innovation, we are a team of clinicians, gynecologists, tissue and material engineers. We got support from patient organizations and have a lot of interest from the market, from strategic partners. And before the clinical application and the commercialization, we need to perform long-term study. Will you help us make our dream come true?
Congratulations, you're commended to be working on this important issue. My first question relates to the idea which is twofold. First, you have the biodegradable scaffold, and then you have the estradiol to support tissue regeneration.
Yep.
Do you really need both, or would one be enough to improve the outcomes for women?
Yeah, actually, we start this study with knitted implants as the ones in the commercial use, and we already showed that the electrospun actually works better than the knitted implants. So, due to the structure and porous structure, gives more cell attachment size, so it improves tissue regeneration. But when we add estradiol into it, actually the regenerative capacity of the tissue increases even more. So. Actually, during the commercialization, we can first start with the electrospun one without the estradiol, and the further we can also personalize this for the elderly patient who needs more tissue regeneration. So that has two sides.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Your innovation was tested in sheep. Is there evidence that the same would apply to women, and what obstacles can you expect?
Yeah, actually, sheep is quite a validated model, and it's really translatable. We are doing this research not only with this electrospun, but on the degradable implants for 7 years now. So we started from the in vitro testing and sheep studies, and we have translated to a human case for stress urinary incontinence, but still in the pelvic area. So we know that the sheep studies is really indicative for the woman case as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
A short question. At what point of time do you think this would be normal practice?
We need to perform long-term study, and that would be 1 year for the
1 year it is. Applause.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And we expect you all to listen quite carefully, and just in case, women were just not compared to sheep. That's not the outcome of the Q&A, and I hope you have you remind that quite well. Let's go to the green room and see if we can see a difference between pitchers who've already had their run and those who are upcoming.
Yes, Simon, back in the green room. Well, I have a candidate here who still has to do his, he has time to do his pitch. So who are you and what category are you for?
My name is Liam, and I'm in the quantum computing group at the University of Amsterdam, and we're here in the society category.
So, and how important is this competition for you?
This is really important for us. We've been working on this project for quite a while now, and so we're really excited. And yeah, hopefully we can. We'll see how we go today.
Good luck already. And how about you? What's your name and what's category?
I'm Barbara Brahms. I'm also in the societal category.
And what does this competition mean for you?
It actually means a lot. So it's been a great way of showing people what we've been doing, also outside of the AMSIA, and it's just really exciting to be here.
Well, good luck in a minute. So Simon.
Yes, thank you.
Back to you.
Thank you. We'll see them back, both of them, obviously, Liam and Barbara. But first, the first competitor in the category of society, please welcome to the stage Pepijn van Rutten. And he's moving houses.
Yeah. Let me see. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pepijn van Rutten from Respira, and we're developing the world's first device for laughing gas detection in breath. These type of traffic accidents are happening more and more. And what they all have in common is they're all caused by driving under the influence of laughing gas. Laughing gas is in the top 3 most used drugs. It reduces your motor skills, causes uncontrollable laughter, and even hallucinations. And as you all can imagine, it's extremely dangerous for the driver and fellow road users when it's used while driving. And in the past few years, we've seen a more than 10-fold increase in the number of laughing gas-related traffic accidents, with terrible consequences, more than 120 severe injuries, and more than 20 deaths every year in the Netherlands alone. Since this year, laughing gas is illegal in the Netherlands and also in the United Kingdom. And to enforce the law, the police wants to test for laughing gas. But the difficulty is that there are no tests yet. And this means there is no reliable proof that a driver inhaled laughing gas, which makes it extremely difficult for the police to prosecute laughing gas abusers. And that is why we are developing the world's first device for laughing gas detection in breath. It works just like an alcohol test. You simply breathe into the device, which will then give a simple and reliable no laughing gas detected or laughing gas detected test result. Just as we've seen in the past with alcohol testing, we expect a strong preventative effect when drivers know that they can get caught. This means that our sensor will prevent accidents, create safer roads, and save lives. As the Respira team, we envision a future in which thousands of police vehicles in the Netherlands, in Europe, and beyond have access to our laughing gas sensor. Join us on our way to road safety.
Well, Pepijn, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
We have the question, how long after intake can you measure actually the laughing gas?
Yes, it's an excellent question. So there's still research going on the exact time. But what we think from our calculations is, in the concentrations that we can still detect, is that this is around half an hour after you've taken it in. And this is also when we expect the influence of your driving ability to decrease also.
Mm-hmm. Half an hour.
Yes, half an hour.
Yeah. If you look, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
So at some point in time, this market might disappear because people know that they might be caught by the police. So to which other markets did you look with your solution?
Yeah, excellent question. So first, we actually started with looking into if we can detect breath biomarkers for pre-symptomatic disease detection. And of course, this road to market is very long. And we saw that this was a very urgent, and still is an urgent problem. And that's why we are now focusing on detection of laughing gas. Mm-hmm. But our technology is relatively easily transferable to the detection of other volatile organic compounds. So that's definitely in our future growth plan to expand this to a biomarker detection in breath.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations. I have a question from a legal perspective. Is there a new legal framework necessary to implement this project?
Excellent question. So right now, since this year, laughing gas is also under the opium vet. So, and it was already illegal to drive under the influence of any substance. But there are still research going on determining the exact level of laughing gas that could be allowed in your breath. But we expect that there will be a zero tolerance law in place.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Yep. You've just seen him in the groom room, but he's actually here. Please welcome to the stage Liam Bond.
My name is Liam Bond, and I'm a researcher at the University of Amsterdam. Quantum computers are fascinating. That's because they're fundamentally different to the computers of today. And that fundamental difference could bring huge societal benefits, because there are complex problems that today's computers simply cannot solve. For example, quantum computers could help chemists to design new life-saving drugs, help companies to optimize shipping routes, reducing carbon emissions, and revolutionize cybersecurity with more secure encryption. But despite this enormous potential for societal benefit, quantum computers today are difficult to assemble and hard to operate. Our innovative design simplifies the setup and operation of the quantum computer chip architecture. How do we achieve this? We use an exotic effect that arises in tightly focused lasers, reducing the number of lasers required. This new research is based on research that we published in international peer-reviewed journals and is patent pending, which makes our solution unique compared to our competitors. Our business case is to connect our quantum computer to the internet so that our partners across industry, academia, and government can log on remotely and run commands, testing how they might use a quantum computer to solve complex problems in their field. So in that, sorry, my hair. Too cool or something. Our team is based entirely in the Netherlands, and we use research that's developed in-house, which makes our solution appropriate for sensitive national security and defense applications. So how close are we? We've already built our first device, and we plan to share our first results by spring. We've secured a €100,000 grant to continue to develop our chip architecture, and we've begun to discuss with potential partners. Computers have already revolutionized society once before. Are we ready for how quantum computers might be the next computing revolution?
Good news. My 5-year-old daughter wants me to have this innovation.
Thank you so much. I mean, have you thought of applying for the innovation?
Yeah, please use it to your disposal. This is pure coincidence, but that's okay. I think your team member will be online, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Matteo Massanti, and then up for the jury. Hello?
If he's...
But you can do it by yourself. Oh, there you are.
I'm here. Hello.
Yes, there's been put a lot of effort into quantum computing all over the world. Thank you for your presentation, by the way, and also that you explained a bit what quantum computing is about and the benefits of it, because it's a complex topic. But there's been put a lot of effort into quantum computing and also a bit of money actually also put into it. So what makes your approach and solution outstanding that you're able to outpace competition?
Yeah, so there is a lot of competition. It is a dense field. The technology that we're committed to is something that we really believe in, and the technology at its base is currently world-leading, beating other big companies like household companies that you might think of when you think of these solutions. We then also operate on top of that with this new innovation that we have, which is patent pending. So we think that's really important, and yeah, we really believe in its future.
Excellent.
Congratulations again. Your innovation is primarily in basic scientific domain that can be applicable to a wide range of domains. Do you have a first application in mind?
If I can take this, yeah. I think many companies are actually interested in this. I would imagine it like for computational chemistry or something like that. So, for example, there are many optimization the things that can be optimized for companies that are now trying to explore quantum computing for this. So this could be like one of the first applications outside of academia. So just giving companies the possibility of using as a test bench to see if actually they could gain something for their optimization of hard complex problems that they're facing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liam and Matteo. Thank you for joining in. And now the third pitcher in this category. Please welcome Barbara Braams.
We are here to celebrate innovation. But do you know what's at the basis of innovation? It's curiosity. Children are the next generation, and they will need curiosity to develop innovative solutions to some of the greatest challenges of our times. But unfortunately, not all children grow up in an environment where this curiosity is stimulated. That's why we developed the Whozo Show project, an interactive theater show in which children ask questions answered by a team of PhD students. Children, before they come to the show, do our lesson series in which they learn about the scientific cycle and the excitement of discovery. Our project has been incredibly successful, with 18 shows organized annually and over 250,000 euros secured in funding. But most importantly, our evaluations prove that we reach children that are not typically exposed to science, that they enjoy our project, and that we stimulate them to ask more questions. We now reach 3,000 children per year, but our mission is to reach all children. The AMSIA Award would be a game changer. It would allow us to make the big Whoso Show questions book. Using elements from the show and the lesson series, we will make this a book that raises more questions than it answers. We will distribute this book to all primary schools in the Netherlands, reaching a whole generation. And maybe, in 20 years, one of these kids will stand here on this stage, pitching their own innovative idea. So let's inspire curiosity and shape the future together. Thank you.
So thank you and congratulations. So there are so many books out there that stimulate curiosity in kids. What makes your book really innovative?
Our innovative aspect is that we focus on questions. So we live in a world focused on answers. This is also where a lot of these books are focused on. They give an answer. But this is about inspiring children. That's why we say this book is the book that raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah, great answer. And I also love the flipped approach, actually, that you have a book that raises questions instead of provides answers. But how did you do research to understand the customer market? And yeah, are you sure that the educational market will buy, actually, your proposition?
Yes, so this is a spin-off of our interactive theater show. We also distribute our lesson series. We've evaluated the lessons with teacher ratings and a pre- and post-rating from the children themselves. We show in the evaluations that we inspire kids to be more curious and that they ask more questions. So basically, this is an evidence-based intervention to inspire curiosity.
Great, great. That's nice.
Yeah, still to be very precise, your first distribution model is your show, which is really appreciated. But how are you convinced that there are not other ways to disseminate your learnings than instead of a book? To me, it looks a little bit old-fashioned, but I shouldn't say this maybe.
Well, of course, there are many different ways, but a book will allow us to reach all children. So it can be in the primary schools in the library where kids can just flip through it. It can be distributed to all of the different primary schools, reaching also children who might not be exposed to science because their parents might not be interested in science.
Mm-hmm.
So this book will allow us to reach all children.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Thank you. Jury, still sharp, energetic, ready for the final category? Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's check in the green room. Is our final category sort of ready for the pitches?
So Simon, 6 down, 3 to go. And I've here one of the 3 last candidates. So what's your name and how are the feelings?
My name is Lukas Helmbrecht from Lumetalix. I'm very excited. It was a lot of interesting pitches to see already, and I'm going to be the last one, so I can get a lot of inspiration from all the ones before me.
Did you bring anybody?
I, of course, brought people from the team that are in the audience, and it's very exciting to share this moment.
Good luck to you in a minute. You was already there. How's the competition?
It's great. So I've seen all these amazing pitches so far. I'm excited for the last 3, and it was very nice experience to also pitch myself. So it's been a great experience. Yeah.
And you? How did it go?
Yeah, it went great. It's always nice to be able to share our journey and our story and to share it with the audience. So I'm happy to be here, and I was looking for a beer, actually.
Good. I will bring you.
Thank you.
Okay, Simon, back to you.
Yeah, close the door. If the beer gets out, close the door. Otherwise, people see it. Next category is all about environment and climate. Please welcome to the stage Olivier Lugier.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Olivier Lugier. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to pitch the mission of nanohybrids, where we aim to bring advanced nanoparticles from lab to impact. In these vials, I have some of the nanoparticles that we produce. There exist many different types of nanoparticles, but for simplicity, you can think about them as being tiny little balls of metals that are slightly bigger than a molecule and slightly smaller than a virus. Their small size gives them unique properties, and with that, the possibility to revolutionize many high-impact technological fields. For example, simple nanoparticles could be used to detect traces of pollutants in the air or to make better solar panels. More advanced and also more useful nanoparticles could be used to replace chemotherapy or to transform and capture CO2 into useful chemicals. The problem is that the current manufacturing processes are inefficient, mostly inconsistent, and rely heavily on toxic solvents that not only contaminate the environment, but also contaminate the final product. And because of that, the most advanced nanoparticles are stuck in lab with little to no impact on society. At Nanohybrids, we are developing a proprietary technology that solves those problems. Sustainable by design, it enables the synthesis of high-purity nanoparticles in a single step and without any added chemicals. Our technology can have a broad impact thanks to its versatility. We synthesize more than 15 different specimens of nanoparticles with 100% success rate and with properties that could be useful for many applications. We are now focusing on designing high-value specimens for biomedicine. And with that, we are discussing with various potential partners and potential customers in the field to tune our product development and to anticipate for scale-up needs. There is no doubt that nanoparticles will have a profound positive impact on society. But so it was for technologies like plastic and oil. So our mission at Nanohybrids is to provide a solution that considers the environment so we can get innovation without repeating the errors from the past. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Olivier, thank you. Congratulations. You have tried 3 materials as core and 8 as shell, I wrote in your application. So which combination of core and shell materials is the preferred combination to launch first to market, and in which market?
Yes.
And how do you know this combination fits with the needs of that specific market?
These are very broad questions. Iron core, and then the shell I cannot give so much details, but we know the functionality, let's say amine functionality on the surface. Which market? Biomedicine. What for? Because our technology is the only one that can make the structure that is needed. That would be my answer.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
We didn't expect that. Anyway, green synthesis, the business proposition is green.
Yeah.
We were wondering, I mean, we can, of course, believe that, but you also make it measurable to what extent it indeed adds to sustainability goals in terms of its green impact.
Yeah, no, definitely. So we know that we have a gain in sustainability from the fact that we don't use any solvent and that the method doesn't require really a lot of energy, in the sense that the conditions are mild. But I get your question, and we're focusing on that. Right now, we are focusing on also considering the waste valorization after, and also the recyclability. Because it's not only making the nanoparticle, but it's also the waste that we produce. Once we get this data, then we could get like a really quantitative like difference between us and what exists. But the solvent, and that's a major problem in chemistry in general, solvents are a big problem, and we really remove all of that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, great answer. And it seems that you're solving a very important issue in an emergent market. So to what extent is your approach unique, and are there any other institute also trying to solve it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruben, for showing again that sometimes more questions should be raised than answered. Thank you, Olivier.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the 8th pitcher of today, please welcome to the stage Daphne Nyago.
Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Daphne Nyago, and today I'm thrilled to present MathSwap. Did you know that every day 270 mattresses are thrown away in the streets of Amsterdam. Piled up, these would be more than 3 times higher than this very museum. Unfortunately, 90% of these end up incinerated and miss any repurposing opportunity, hence creating a huge environmental issue. We'll get to the impact. So, ladies and gentlemen, who remembers thinking, I wish I had this amazing hotel mattress I last slept at? Through MatSwap, we created the first fully circular solution in the market to address the unsustainable disposal of mattresses while providing high-quality bedding at affordable prices. We collect premium hotel mattresses, which are prematurely disposed of. These are then professionally cleaned and refurbished by our partners. And to offer a fully circular service, our mattresses are recycled when no longer usable. Through MatSwap, we expand the lifespan of these items by an impressive 70% and divert 80 kilograms of CO2 to be emitted per mattress. Our research has shown that 60% of our targeted audience is willing to embrace our product. This would be the equivalent of 50,000 people in Amsterdam only. And our ambition is, with your help, to launch our first pilot in January worth 30,000 euros. So, join the sleeping revolution in making sleep more accessible, affordable, and sustainable. Thank you.
And helping Daphne out is expert slide clicker and answerer Ricardo Benazza.
So thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
We have a burning question. How do you clean and refurbish the mattresses?
That is a great question, Ricardo. This is yours.
So we found out first to say that these mattresses are thrown away way too early from hotels. So that means that the mattresses aren't actually dirty or aren't actually used as much as they would be. That means that we start from almost as new product. Then we found out there are a lot of companies, also in the Netherlands, that basically clean those mattresses through deep cleaning and surface cleaning, both with wet and dry surfaces, and they have like UVC lighting, which basically warms up the mattress. First, it cleans 99% of all allergens, bacteria, but at the same time, and that's the astonishing part, the warmth of the UVC light brings back the foam to its original shape. That means that we can sell a product which is almost as new, which is our selling proposition.
Yeah, very nice answer. Yeah, if I look back at my study times at Amsterdam, I love the solution. But how can a customer be assured that it's really clean and safe to use without fear for bacteria or other stuff?
So this is a great question. Thank you. So to ensure the reliability of our product, we have some tags called, I have a hard time pronouncing it, so Ricardo will help me.
RFID tags?
Or RFID tags. And these will be implemented on the mattresses when collected, and we will be able to track every mattress. And this will show the validity of our process, that the mattress has been through the full process of cleaning, and ensure our
tracking the mattress.
Tracking.
Actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, tracking. Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Daphne and Ricardo. Thank you. And the final competitor, actually. Please. Welcome to the stage. You've seen him briefly in the green room. Welcome, Lucas Helmbrecht.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lucas Helmbrecht, CEO and co-founder of Lumetalix. We're working on a world without lead exposure or lead poisoning. It is a largely under-recognized global health crisis. Currently, 1 in 3 children globally suffer from lead poisoning and the irreversible brain damage it causes. In some parts of the world, entire generations are growing up poisoned by lead. This makes it not only a health crisis, but a socioeconomic one, costing €5.5 trillion every year. The solution to this would be accessible lead testing for everybody to test their surrounding with a simple yet reliable test. Such a test did not exist till we invented it. We make lead light up, like here in India, where the soil next to a school lights up bright green, showing toxic lead. Or in the hotel room I recently stayed at, so you shine the lead light, spray the reagent, and you see invisible lead lighting up bright green to the naked eye. We've been taking years of fundamental science and casted it into this, the world's first and only lead test, which is sensitive, reliable, yet affordable. We're already forging partnerships with distributors to bring it to consumers worldwide, but our vision goes beyond that. To truly eradicate lead poisoning, accessibility is key. Therefore, we're partnering with universities, NGOs, foundations, and corporates to bring the lead test to those that really need it. For example, here in Ivory Coast, where 200 pregnant women are now empowered to test themselves to keep their children safe, supported by expert advice from hospitals. We envision a world where the future of 800 million children is no longer stolen by lead. It's beyond health, it's about global equity and unlocking trillions of dormant potential. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations with your presentation, Lucas. You have a very interesting taste for hotels, by the way. But can you tell us something about the composition of the spray? So, yeah, because you talked about pregnant women, is it toxic in any way? And is the production of the spray itself eco-friendly?
Yes, so we've been consulting with safety experts, and it, in essence, has the same safety profile as a lot of other alcohols, because the main carrier in there is an alcohol. So it is as safe, or maybe even safer, than most things that we have in our household to clean the kitchen. And that makes it safe to use for everybody.
Nice, thank you. Thank you. Also, congratulations to you and your team. Can you elaborate on what you think the business case will look like? Because you probably need volume to get to profitability. So what markets are you intended to reach out to first?
Yeah, so our concept is to be, of course, like doing good by doing business company. We have two revenue streams. So to get the volume that you need to produce it at such a scale, it's very interesting to work with NGOs together or with local governments. There you might not create that much revenue, but simply by the scale of this project, that will drive down the cost. And the consumers in the US are very eager to adapt this. We already see the first orders coming in from that part, and it is a huge market where it's not only the individuals testing their house, but a whole industry around renovating houses and remodeling, as about a third of the houses contain lead in one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a question that we had, because once you detect lead in your hotel room or in the soil next to your school, you want to do something. Maybe you want to run away or whatever. Do you see a role for your company there in sort of guiding these processes towards reducing the use of lead?
The running away would be now, look.
Well, if you do
Thank
that.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. A lot of thanks to the jury already for the great questioning. And you're very much welcome to leave the room to deliberate who, running would be fine, but walking is excellent as well, to deliberate on who will win in which category. In the meantime, let's skip to the green room, remove all the beers that might be already opened, and say something sophisticated, please.
Sophisticated, yeah. Well, of course, the pressure is off, I can imagine. This is like a he-he moment. He-he.
He-he. No, yeah, pressure is off. Happy to have it passed, and now we're waiting for the answer. I think it's going to be pretty complicated for the jury, considering everyone has a really good pitch and a really good idea. So I'm looking forward to who wins it.
Yeah, we're also. How did it go?
I knew that 2 minutes are short, but 2 minutes for questions, this is even shorter.
So what are the feelings now?
Yeah, excitement, I think. The pressure's not really off because we've done it, but still we're as smart as before. We don't know who's going to win.
Okay. And you, what are your feelings now?
Yeah, it's great to be finished. I'm excited to see what the jury thinks. And I'm excited for my haircut tomorrow that I just booked.
Okay, Simon, we're all excited. So I think the jury will contemplate and back to you.
Yeah, come on over. You can just come in. Come on over. There they are. An applause, please. There's a room over there for you guys, I think. Okay, because while the jury is deliberating, it's time for a very different league of awards. These people don't have to compete for an award because they already did a lot of tremendous work. You've just seen, let's say, 9 representatives of a new generation of impact-driven researchers who've shown the best they've got, which is, I think, a lot. You already heard mentioning a generation that is coming, and you're already working on the newest generation of researchers. But these Amsterdam Impact Awards is also for young research, young of mind, young researchers, but also people who have already made a tremendous impact in their field and on society itself. We will honor 3 of them today. We are really happy that they're here. And all 3 of them, actually, we have a video being made of them and the impact that's behind them. And I'd hope you'd be open to watch the first one together with me. Go ahead.
I really like mathematics, not only because of the beauty of mathematics, but also because you can really do a lot in practice. After applying it for companies, I read this book in 2010, and this book really had a big influence on me. The title is Excellence Without a Soul, written by Lewis, a former dean of Harvard University. And in fact, in this book, he's saying we should add more societal relevant aspects in our educational programs. From that time on, I decided to also work on more societal applications.
I met Dick in a project that was about the flood protection of the Netherlands. And there was a question, how good should that be? And Veerman Commission a few years ago had said it should be 10 times as safe as it is now. And that would cost a lot of money. One part of that project was a huge mathematical optimization. And the only one who could do that was Dick. And well, after we did this optimization and we put everything together, the original plan would cost about 11 to 12 billion euros. And what we proposed, that was something between 7 and 8. And we saved, let's say, the Netherlands between 4 and 5 billion euros. Now, that's a lot of money, that's impact, of course, but what more, to me, what more impact is, this really forms the basis of the flood protection in the Netherlands until 2050.
Another big project was for the World Food Programme. We built a model to optimize the supply chain for the World Food Programme. What should be in the daily meal for those people that are in hunger? What should be the ingredients? Should it be beans, oil, or something else? Such that all kinds of nutritional requirements with respect to vitamin and so on are satisfied. And also the total cost of purchasing cost and transportation cost is minimized. So we started with 2 countries, Syria and Iraq. And in fact, now the World Food Programme is using that in every new country, in every new operation. And because of that model, they can feed millions more people now.
He has an intrinsic drive to make the world better. And for that reason, he's always looking for opportunities to work with organizations or individuals. And yeah, that is the reason, one of the reasons, in my view, that he's so successful.
You might think all those topics are totally different. Talking about dike heights, talking about food, talking about hospital locations, talking about plastic in oceans. But the mathematics behind it is almost the same. So that's, I think, the beauty of mathematics. It's very generic. So with the same type of optimization models, you can in fact solve many different societal problems.
For this project, we were nominated for a prize, the Edelman Award, and you should see that as a kind of Nobel Prize for operations research.
He's one of the 2 people in the world that has won it twice, and that's really remarkable.
Several years ago, Mark Salomon invited me to come to Amsterdam, and he also arranged a new institute for me, Analytics for the Better World, where we develop new analytics methods and tools to contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals.
If you want to have impact, in the end you must really be interested in the topic that you are, for what you are applying your research. And you also need to be really interested in the people who are doing this together with you. Otherwise it will not work. And that is something that Dick is incredibly good at.
I think all people like Dick, not only his personality but also his work. And that is also because he publishes in top academic journals and he combines that also with these applications.
Personally for me it feels like a dream came true because this is really what I really like. In all those projects I did it together with colleagues, of course, and with young students, PhD students. So I would like to thank them. Especially I would like to thank 2 people from who I learned a lot. The first one is Professor Hein Fleuren from Tilburg University, and the second one is Professor Dimitri Betsimas from MIT.
Dick deserves this prize, really, and in my view, because he uses his brightness not for shareholders' value, but for the good of society.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome to the stage Vice Chairman of the Board of UvA, Jan Linssen. Applause, please. And obviously the recipient of the Impact Award, Amsterdam Impact Award concerning society. Please welcome to the stage Dick den Hertog. Wil je even omdraaien van de plek? Ja? Please.
Dit is voor mij. Sorry, it's in English. I forgot. It's a tremendous honor for me and for the University of Amsterdam to present with this wonderful award. You've been with us for only a short time now, and you've already had a lot of impact, not only on the world but also on the University of Amsterdam. And that's even more difficult sometimes because we are a university that's very well. Let's say we have our own ways. And you have found your way into this university, and you have been able to put your stamp on all kinds of things that we're doing over the last time. And you have showed us a way to be a university that is more impactful in society as a whole, in specific areas like the World Food Programme, etc., etc. Of course, the numbers have already been shown. Your work has been a tremendous influence for millions of people in the world, and you're keeping on working for this and this new institute, Analytics for a Better World. It's just starting to flourish, and there will be lots of more to come from where it started. So thank you very much. And now I suppose to
yes, indeed,
to get
the award,
which is this beautiful. Ampersand, as it's called in Dutch, and it is, of course, it stands for including people.
Infinity, eh? Mathematical.
Yes, it's also infinity, but it's also the ampersand thing. So, thank you very much for your great work, and thank you for doing it at the University of Amsterdam.
Thanks so much.
And the portrait is, have you seen it already or not? No?
It's fantastic.
The portrait is actually made by Lars van den Brink, who has actually made portraits for all the laureates, so to say. And it's sort of an artful representation of you, obviously, but together with the impact you're making. I would say there's something of a globe. There are
formulas around the globe. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Amazing. Please, an applause, obviously. Huh? Okay. Anything, Dick, you'd like to say to this audience?
No. So first of all, I was really the pitches were really fantastic. So that was fantastic. And I would like to thank Mark for, in fact, offering me this opportunity for the Analytics for the Better World. And I would like to thank Annemieke, my wife, for her love and support. But also, I think she deserves the Impact Prize because she really has impact in her job as a physician. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe if you would be so kind to stand here for a second for the photographer, I will... No. And I just wanted to check, is there anyone who dislikes Dick? Just fact-checking. No, I think that's it. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. That would have been quite painful, but luckily, yeah. On to the next award, and this one is in the category of health. Please watch together with me the movie we've made.
Ja, toen ik begon was het natuurlijk een enorme mooie periode, heel veel inspiratie. Het was de opkomst van de moleculaire biologie, de immunologie, de biotechnologie. En zelf heb ik me daar gekozen om antilichamen te gaan ontwikkelen. En dat was natuurlijk, de wereld ging open. Nou, de verwachtingen waren erg hoog. Er werd niet over antilichamen gesproken, maar over magic bullets. Het idee dat je heel selectief kanker zou kunnen bereiken en genezen. Nou, ik ben daar natuurlijk mee begonnen met veel enthousiasme. En inderdaad leek het echt iets anders dan voorheen. Maar daar kwamen natuurlijk ook de teleurstellingen. En dat was eigenlijk wel de reden dat ik wilde weten waar die antilichamen in het lichaam bleven. En daar hebben we die imaging-technologie voor ontwikkeld. Een soort navigatiesysteem, dat je ziet wat die antilichamen in het lichaam doen.
Ik leerde Guus kennen in 2012. Ik was op dat moment directeur van Amsterdam Neuroscience. Hij stond bij ons bekend als Mr. Zirconium op kantoor. En zirconium is het zware metaal wat hij kon koppelen aan antilichamen en radioactief kon labelen. Hij was uitvinder van die techniek en hij was wereldwijd beroemd ook vanwege die uitvinding. En hij was daarmee de pionier op het gebied van de immunoped.
Al in een hele vroege fase van de ontwikkeling van de technologie heeft hij al bedacht, we moeten het wel doen op een manier dat het ook toegepast kan worden in patiënten. Dus de productie van het radionuclide, de hele chemie, de opzuivering enzovoort moet gedaan kunnen worden in een zogenoemd GMP-laboratorium en volgens de richtlijnen die er zijn. Daarnaast moet het ook toegepast kunnen worden op nieuwe geneesmiddelen. Dus het moet ook door de farmaceutische industrie deze technologie ondersteund worden.
Ja, die immunoped-technologie, daar moest de wereld wel een beetje aan wennen. Enerzijds zie je dan wel wat er in het lichaam gebeurt, maar je ziet misschien ook dat het antilichaam bij een bepaalde patiënt niet naar de tumor gaat. Dus de farmaceutische industrie die was terughoudend aanvankelijk.
Maar de tijden zijn veranderd, want Guus heeft ervoor gezorgd dat die bedrijven ook hebben kunnen inzien dat immunoped ook een toegevoegde waarde kan zijn. En dat is met name dat ze in een heel vroeg stadium al de beste medicijnen die zij op de plank hebben liggen kunnen selecteren, zodat ze de beste medicijnen aan de patiënt kunnen geven. En ja, op dit moment doen bijna alle grote farmaceutische bedrijven onderzoek met ons hier in Amsterdam.
De visie die hij had op het gebied van zirconium immunoped heeft hij vervolgens eigenlijk op eenzelfde manier toegepast op moleculaire imaging in het algemeen. Dus zorgen dat de juiste mensen bij elkaar komen en het liefst in één gebouw voor nog meer synergie.
Voor mij is hij het toppunt van beschaafdheid. Hij heeft een wat zoekende, maar tegelijkertijd hele overtuigende manier van argumenteren. Hij zoekt daarbij altijd de collegialiteit op, de loyaliteit naar de organisatie is groot, maar zijn visie ook. En zijn visie heeft zich uiteindelijk vertaald in dat tot stand komen van het Imaging Center, wat er gewoon zonder hem niet was geweest. Ik heb dat vanaf het prille begin mogen meemaken, overleggen met de gemeente, met subsidiegevers, met de overheid, met de raad van bestuur hier. En het was een enorme tour de force en hij was daarin onvermoeibaar.
Ja, het mooie aan dit gebouw is dat alles samenkomt. Dus je hebt onderzoek, patiëntenzorg en productie. En Guus heeft zich hier hard voor gemaakt en het is met name zijn verdienste dat dit gebouw er nu staat.
Ja, ik ben persoonlijk overtuigd dat immunoped nog maar een begin is. We kunnen nu antilichamen in het lichaam zichtbaar maken. Inmiddels kunnen we het ook al siRNA, DNA, zelfs levende cellen in een lichaam zichtbaar maken. En heel de moleculaire imaging zal nog steeds verder ontwikkelen. En ik ben ervan overtuigd dat het imagingcentrum daar een enorme bijdrage aan kan gaan leveren.
Guus is een man die altijd heel betrokken is en hij heeft altijd een hele volle agenda, maar hij is altijd benaderbaar, maakt altijd tijd voor je vrij als je toch iets zou willen bespreken.
Guus zal dit soort dingen nooit over zichzelf zeggen. En ook niet zich op de voorgrond plaatsen. Maar alles wat we hier nu hebben op het gebied van zowel immunoped en ook het hele imaginggebouw, dat is door hem.
Ja, Guus is voor mij een terechte winnaar van de Impact Award. Grote wetenschappelijke carrière, grote betekenis voor onze organisatie. Het Imaging Center wat hij tot stand heeft gebracht. En ik denk, ja, de Zuidas campus van Amsterdam UMC is geworden wat ze nu is dankzij hem.
Yes. I would like to invite board member of the Amsterdam UMC, Henk Snapper, on stage. Als u aan deze kant staat. And obviously, I wouldn't dare to introduce you as Mr. Zirconium, actually. Please welcome Guus van Dongen.
Guus, it's a great pleasure to give you this award. It shows your big contribution on research and valorization on imaging and biomarkers, but it also emphasizes your contribution on building and managing the most famous institute of Amsterdam and the world, the Amsterdam University Medical Center Imaging Center. It was on the film where patient care, research and entrepreneurship comes together. So there's only one man who deserves this prize, and that's you.
Thank you. Obviously the award, the portrait, yes. I think the portrait also shows that you really like being on the foreground.
No.
Instead of what actually someone was saying.
That's a misunderstanding. Okay. That's a misunderstanding.
Please elaborate.
I like the team, I work in the team and be a little bit navigating the boat, but not on the foreground. No, no. Thank you.
Anything you'd like to express, mention?
Yes. First of all, I want to thank all my colleagues and the kind words I heard. It was really great to be honored like that. And yeah, I heard words about curiosity and inspiration and dreaming. I would say keep doing that because that's what's needed, and especially for a better future world. That's my message. But first of all, thank all my colleagues and the big teams that were working in the research, but also for the building. And I hope a lot of collaboration also is in the city of Amsterdam. Yeah. Because that was also an example that by working together you can achieve greater goals.
Thank you. Thank you. You have? Oh, could you briefly stand together for the picture? With the award.
Sorry. Yeah.
And this one. Yeah. You've gone through all these challenges and then you... Okay, Guus van Dongen. Thank you. And the final Impact Award that we have the honor to hand out is for the following person.
My parents could never get shoes on my feet. I hated shoes, so I was always barefoot as a child. And I think that actually connected me first to the underground, was like feeling that power, feeling that groundedness with something that's so unknown yet so big. And for me, that really propelled me into curiosity. What's there?
Toby's innovations in the field of mycorrhizal ecology and biology. So mycorrhizal fungi are fungi that live into the soil and associate with almost all plants that live around us, so they grow within the roots. And there is an exchange of nutrients between the two. So the fungi give phosphorus and nutrients that take back carbon from the plants. So Toby looked this interaction from market theory, economical theory, and see how much you have to pay to give the nutrients back, and realize this interaction between the two organisms. But her innovation doesn't stop there. So now actually she has innovated new techniques, so imaging robots that you can actually look into these hyphae networks, how they grow over time. And even more, you can even zoom closer and look into this hyphae and how things and nutrients are flowing in both directions, and help understand the exchange of the resources between the two organisms.
So Toby and I know each other since a long time, but the strongest interaction we had was when I was director of the demonstrator lab. She came to the lab because she wanted to start a SPUN, a non-for-profit organization to defend the world of the underground. In her words, she wanted to be the WWF of the underground. I liked the idea. We started to help her, but Toby doesn't need much help. She did it all by herself.
The Society of the Protection of Underground Networks, or SPUN for short, is a massive effort that's growing rapidly right now and accumulating a lot of people globally. And of course, Toby started that, and the goal of SPUN was to map these networks in the soil in the entire globe. And we go into these isolated areas, we look at these networks, we try to understand the dynamics and what they do there. And of course, the next step is to preserve them and protect them.
SPUN has acted as a catalyst for making this huge network of scientists and local collaborators all around the world that are interested in protecting what's underground. People are excited because it suggests the beginning of an underground climate movement.
Toby is everywhere. She's in all news, she's collaborating with all the famous people because she's also a famous person, and she's a superstar. She has so many international collaborations, and it's not just for the sake of collaborations, but it's also for action and brings change to the world.
The work feels really urgent. The UN is predicting that by 2050, 90% of the world's soils will be degraded. That motivated us to actually go out and start mapping the biodiversity of the fungi across the Earth. Our aim is to really have a policy shift. There has been such a bias on above-ground ecosystems in terms of climate agendas and conservation agendas. We want policy to start focusing on the underground.
How would I describe Toby in a few words? Well, Toby is a force of nature. She's extremely energetic, extremely enthusiastic, does everything right, although she can still keep humble. Toby is quite unique on the way she communicates science. She can adapt to the audience she has in front. She can communicate with kids, with layman people, with professionals, even to the UN. She has always been on stage with this enthusiasm, this big smile, this strong American accent that involves the audience and drags the audience with her.
Toby is a person with big and great ideas. She will walk in a meeting and we will have a discussion and we'll troubleshoot about something. She will always give a really great advice and idea, and that will also progress things further. Now the next idea is to try to image everything in 3D in soil, real soil situations, to see what's happening actually out there in nature and not just inside the lab. So there is always a next step.
The Impact Award is exciting because it puts fungi in the spotlight. Fungi have been one of the most underexplored, underdiscovered kingdoms on Earth, and this award signals an embrace of the unknown and how exciting this research is and how it can really transform how we do conservation and how we do climate change research.
Toby is in a consistent path where she scores important results in all what she does. For this, she's recognized by important awards, like for instance, the Spinoza Award that she just collected a few weeks ago, and now this Impact Award. I'm very happy and very proud that she's receiving this award, not only because she fully deserved it, but also because it's an award to a non-financially driven form of impact. It's not a startup, it's not a collaboration with a company, it's really about having impact by communicating science, teaching the taxpayers what science is about, but also having a real impact on the planet and on our future.
To me, seeing this grassland for the first time is incredible. Yeah, that's the most rich so far. That's a very rich, very, very chocolatey smell. This is the kind you'd want to make a sandwich out of. This is delicious. So good.
May I invite to the stage President Board of the VU, Margrethe Jongman. And obviously a big fan of grass, as we've seen, and someone with a tremendous contribution to science and society. Please welcome Toby Kiers. Peter.
So congratulations. It's a great honor to be here. And if you look at your research, it's really groundbreaking. If you look what you did with your research, looking to unknown paths, because a lot of biodiversity is all around what's around us, if you look at plants, but there's a lot in soil, there's a lot in fungi. How they work together, how they manage together nutrient cycle. And it's one hand, it's nice from the research part, which is really amazing, but also as a next step to look, what can you do with it? Can you make impact? Crucial, not only nice to know, but it's need to know. If we look at biodiversity, if we look at a healthy ecosystem, if we look at regenerative agriculture, if we look at a sustainable food system, and I really would like to thank you a lot for not only doing the research, but also making a translation to other scientists, like you're doing with your SPAN Society, but also looking to citizens, talking, and you should watch the TED Talk. It's really nice. Just short, but you really explain very well, as you're doing in many magazines to citizens all around the world, but also to governments, like you're doing your work with UN. So not only making an impact in the Netherlands, but all around the globe. So thanks a lot and congratulations.
Woo, thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, and here's the picture. Oh, it's gorgeous. Wow. Thank you. All these presents. So this is that charming American accent that David said. It's great to be up here, so thank you so much. I mean, this is like a science job. Look what you get to do, right? So I think scientists, it's quite hard, all the things that we're doing. And so that's why it's such an honor to be here and hearing all of these pitches, because it's about that curiosity and that creativity, I think, is a word we don't use enough in science, being able to actually dream big and sometimes have it come true. So it's been such an honor. It's been so great working with the demonstrator lab at the VU and to my family. So thank you so much for the honor. Thank you.
And Toby, may I ask, what's that you're holding?
The cylinder, yeah. That's the core. That's what goes into the earth. That's like the most, I get goosebumps thinking about it, yeah. So all around the earth, we put this metal cylinder into soil, and we extract out soil that is the fungal DNA. And then we sequence it, and we look at the genome and try to understand what fungi, where they are and what they're doing. So that cylinder is our key to the underground.
Thank you. Thank you. Now just the 30 seconds of awkward photo moment to endure. Can I ask you both of you to stand just here?
Great photo, thank you.
Got it, Bas? Yes. Toby Kiers, ladies and gentlemen. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I see the jury somewhat in the dark. Please come in. Please come in, our jury. It's up to you. Do you want to stand or sit? stand or sit? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. They look so serious, don't you think? That's either because they are fully aware of the groundbreaking impact or they just argued. It's up for your interpretation. I think I can ask Ruben on stage to do the first reward. Come on over, Ruben. Here you go. Time for the first Amsterdam Science and Innovation Award.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank everybody who is involved in the organization of the Amsterdam Science Innovation Award. I've had the privilege of being involved in many innovation awards, and this one, the organization is explicit, fine, and also specifically Christine and Caroline is great, and also you, Simon. What we also saw with the applicants, the finalists, that the level of the applications was very high. The pitches were great. There was much societal involvement, and commercial awareness was great. So, yeah, if you want to make impact, that's very important. So now the first category. The first category is healthcare, and let's say the winner is Respira.
Come on over. Gefeliciteerd.
Great. Congratulations. Yes.
Was there a reason or just felt good?
Yes, I wrote down the reason, but what comes into mind is that the application is very broadly applicable because you're able to pivot in many directions. What we found very impressive was that you had thought through the regulatory impact and the regulatory framework actually that could be applied, and of course that you're actually saving lives is of course who can compete that. So it's great. Thank you. Yeah. Nice.
Welke categorie was het?
And Respira is, by the way, from the category societal impact. Yeah.
Yes.
Just to have it correct. Yeah.
It would be so interesting if you would win in a different category, right? Anything you'd like to express, like to say? This is your speech moment. They cannot take it away from you, so you cannot make a mistake anymore.
Thank you so much. That's first. Thank you so much for this recognition. And I also want to thank the team, Edsel, Omar, Lois, who is also here.
Omar, Lois, stand up. If you're here
Lois,
somewhere.
There she is.
Yeah.
And it's great to work with them, and I'm very happy that I could be here today. And thank you so much.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Maybe briefly with Ruben for a photo over there. Yeah.
Picture.
Yeah. With the award. That's enough. No.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
And applause,
good luck.
please.
Good luck.
Congratulations.
Nice. And then the third category is environment and climate we had. And then we looked at nanoparticles as winner.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
let me hold it for you. I won't steal it, don't worry.
And the reason why we chose nanoparticles is because, with nanoparticles, there's so many applications you can think about it. It's very broad, actually. But even though it can be very impactful, currently there is an issue with how it's produced. It's not environmentally friendly. So we found it very important to stimulate that the Netherlands is actually taking a lead role by making it ESG friendly to your application. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. you.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say, Olivier?
Well, thank you very much to the jury. Really happy to win the prize. It's a good reward for everyone who worked on the project, everyone who helped me as well. But hopefully, it gets us to the next step, because we don't want to stop here, but get forward and get to the impact. Thank you very much.
Please, a warm applause for Olivier.
And then the last category, that was health. The winner is wound healing implant.
Woo!
And the jury really thought about it because it's a big problem that they're solving, and in a significant way. And as I spoke, the first thing I opened my talk was about how science actually has not benefited women actually, and we found it very important that you now provide attention to women-specific issues. Even though it can also be applied to different market. So the impact for an underserved group is very, very, very important for us. And of course, it also has direct impact. So we really believe that the way that you approach it also sends a message to the world that, women need to have a stage actually into this field. So thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you for the jury. I'm really happy to take this award, also on behalf of my team as well. But I'm also happy that you realize and you honored it, that we are serving
Understood.
Yeah, we are doing research that underrepresented group, because we are also struggling when we are applying for funds and so on. But it's quite great to find this stage and to be able to tell our research. And also for the organizers for this event to make us visible and to be inspired, but also inspire other people as well. Thank you so much.
Big applause. Congratulations. Here you go. It's a handful. Good.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck.
Well, this was it. It was quite a roller coaster, right? A lot of things happening. We would like to tremendously thank you all for listening, for paying attention to these astounding ideas. And whenever you find during this event, if you have an idea or something to offer, either the winners or the finalists in general, please feel free to approach them during the drinks. Maybe you can concoct up new things or collaborations already here in just a couple of minutes away from here. So thank you all for that. Also a small wave to the online audience. It's crazy, but we have like literally 7 cameras for an online audience. I hope there is an online audience. Otherwise, it will really be overdone. But bye, thanks for being here. Thanks also to all the organizations, sponsors, partners who have made this stage for tremendously impactful research possible. Thanks a lot for that as well. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, more awkward photo moments. Just 2 of them, actually. May I invite the 3 winners here? Applause. Who will juggle their award and their prizes together here for a brief photo moment. You really want me to rebuild it as well? There are people in the room, right? You know. Go ahead. More applause. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and stay here, and all the finalists, please come on over. Yes, more applause. Yes. And last but not least, dear jury members, would you be so kind to also add to the party? Yeah, there's already a marketplace of these things. Yes. Yeah. All of you a little bit more there. Yep. Good. Yes. Now all of you, no. Yes, all of you, but just feel free to grab a drink and discuss what you've seen and what struck you as particularly interesting. Thanks again for being here, and see you next time at the Amsterdam Science and Innovation Awards.